Why, hello. Welcome to another episode of Nerd BS. We are at episode 13. It's the 16th of July? July, the other J month is what I think it's known as. I'm Alan. That was
What about January?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
I
three.
said the other J month. That's what
Okay, sorry.
the last of the J months. Is there another J month? I think that's all the J's.
It's the middle child of the J month.
The middle child. Where's the other J? What's the other J?
Oh, wait,
month?
maybe June. Is June, January, July?
January, June, July is in order, correct?
Yeah, so June is the middle child. I got it wrong.
Yeah, you got it wrong. All right. Well,
That's it, everybody. Good night.
now we're on
Thanks for the
Nerd
show.
BS, talking about months. Talking about months. We need a 13th month. That's the discussion tonight. But
Oh, boy.
anyways,
Oh my
Chris,
gosh.
you're also here.
Yeah,
Hi.
I was just trying to let you get through your intro, but man, that was woo,
That went in a direction. I'll say that.
yeah, it went sailing.
Oh man. Tomas isn't with us tonight. I don't know what he's doing. I hope he's okay. He didn't say
Yeah.
much. He just
Did
said
not, yeah.
not tonight. So that's where we're at. Just keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Hope he's well. Well, I will tell you guys. I'll call him out a little bit. He is going to be my guide on Elden Ring because I'm hopping back on the saddle.
This is it.
Literally, I started playing again today.
Oh no.
How'd that feel?
Or oh
How'd that
yes.
feel?
What's that? Yes? No? Maybe? I'm using my own home-built PlayStation Portal, aka a phone clip on my PlayStation controller to play the game. So,
Oh, you're doing that
What?
nonsense again. Elden
Yeah.
Ring. How does that work? Okay.
Yeah. Please, thank you, Alan. Go ahead, please, please, because I am, sir.
It's like it's such an important game for like button prompts and things like that. And you are
You would think.
sacrificing a lot of that with your decision.
think.
A phone strapped to a controller. That's what you MacGyvered Elden Ring. I didn't think.
yeah, it's like a
Are you
$6.
going for? Go ahead. I'm listening.
It's
I'm
a
listening.
$6 piece of equipment that you put it around the controller.
Okay.
It's two
Yeah.
steps away from just duct taping it to the controller, essentially. But
You might as well.
Oh, so
I've
you-
seen.
I'm more annoyed that you did that, but you didn't play Star Wars
Yes.
Hunters. You could
I
do
know,
that with
I
Star Wars
know.
Hunters, and yet you're doing this
with
in-
Elden
it's
Ring.
Elden
Probably
Ring.
the greatest game of our lifetime.
No, I that's
Come on.
don't believe the lies. Don't believe the lies is what I'm saying.
influential, maybe?
Influential, sure. It has some staying power, but still, to strap it to a phone
All right, so
and call it good is wild to me.
the death count is probably doubled because of
Oh
that.
yeah, easily. That's
so
why you
yeah,
need
so-
Tomas and Imogen to carry you, right?
Yeah, I mean, even if I was on console, hardwired into the wall with an Ethernet cord, I would still need somebody. I just don't have I don't have the patience to keep trying anymore. We probably talked about this before, but I want to beat it. I like those games, but part of me is just like done beating bosses over and over. The good thing
Yeah.
with this one is like I ran into this finger thing that has like 12 fingers. It's just a hand, and it flips you off and shoots magic out of its middle finger. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this, and I just got on my horse and rode the other way. I was like, oh, maybe I'll see you later. I don't know, but I don't have my guide yet. We're not linking up until tomorrow. Or I think, so.
I'm also on the same boat. Like I can do it with other people. I think I've said this before. Like I joined my raid team again on Final Fantasy, but I can do it with other people. I can do hard stuff, but I can't play a hard game by myself anymore. It's just or ever. I don't know if I ever could.
Yeah, I did the
Kingdom
Souls
Hearts.
games.
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. They would.
Those games are hard?
kick your butt. Those games are very hard.
But there's no multiplayer in that. You don't even have the
Yeah,
option.
I said back
you
in-
had to struggle.
Yes, it had to. Yeah, but I mean, now when I go back and play those games, I'm usually playing on easy mode or
Casual.
casual because I don't want to deal with it anymore.
I still didn't beat number 3. That's next.
Still
on the
haven't beat
list.
number 3?
No, I tried playing Spider-Man 2 the other day, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm done.
You're all over the place, man. You need to lock it in.
Elden
This is
Ring.
getting rough. This is getting
Elden
rough.
Ring. I thought it was going to be Spider-Man. I went back to it and I'm like, this just ain't doing it. I just wanted to swing around. I just did that like for half an
How
hour.
serious can you be with Elden Ring duct taped to a controller?
Okay,
Like, how
it's
serious
either-
are you? I want to hear.
Here's the thing. It's either that or nothing. So
I think nothing's. I mean,
you think nothing's the better choice?
walk into a room full of gamers and tell them that's what you're doing and see what happens. I don't know.
I
if
just
you're allowed
did.
to-
I just did. Like what?
And you
Well,
heard our
It's already
reactions.
started.
Yeah, we Alan messaged me on the side about kicking you out. Like I told him not to. I told him to pull back. He Discord messaged me, and I'm like, dude, nah.
If he mentions laying down playing video games again, I think that's it.
I've had it up to here, and I'm reaching up to Kyle's height. I'm up to here. I'm upset.
So tired of his laziness. That's
You call it
that's the
optimized
only
gaming.
option. I don't want to play it during the day when my kids are around because
That makes
come on.
sense.
There's some stuff
You
in there
didn't
that gives me nightmares.
Yeah,
What's-
Elden Ring's pretty
oh,
impressive. Yeah.
That game in
Yeah, it
general,
is.
I can agree with that. Yeah, once they get old enough to play games with you, then it's going to be a different ball game. I'll tell you that much. That's
It
a
does
fun
sound
one.
fun.
Yes,
yeah,
it
I
is.
can't wait to start Mario Kart on a serious level.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Never let
I'll
them
let you
win,
win.
though.
Yeah,
Never. Yeah.
Obliterate
Gotta
him.
teach him some character.
150cc and just rock his world.
straight to it. Straight to
We only
150.
play 200 cc in this house.
Yeah, deep in, young man. Deep end.
Oh,
You got tall jeans. You'll be fine.
yeah, you'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh man, I do have
Okay.
one other announcement.
Oh
Regarding
Oh,
video
that wasn't
games.
it? You said
That
there was
wasn't
an
even
announcement. I was scared. I
No,
thought that
this
was
is-
it. All right.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
was.
no,
I thought that was it. I thought that was the bomb.
No. That's just that'll
It's a little
fizzle out
teaser?
in like 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Oh yeah.
No, the real announcement is I finally, after years of playing this game, beat a game of Tetris 99. Came in first.
Oh.
Beat 98 other players. I came out on top. Literal years I've been playing that game on and off, right? Like I pick it up every few months.
Yeah.
Well, I finally just started picking it up every like morning. Like instead of reading the news, I just started playing Tetris 99 because it's summer, you know.
It's like a daily. It's like I do my dailies.
Yeah, they have that, and you can like unlock new backgrounds and stuff. So it's like, all right, that's fun enough motivation. And there's just one. It happened at night, of course, and it just I locked in, and like I could see 5 pieces ahead. I was like, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, and I won. Didn't even know it was happening, you know. Just all of a sudden, it's like, oh yeah, you won. Here's the coolest thing, and I don't even know if I should be telling you guys this, but it unlocks another mode that I didn't even know about. Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah.
Imagine not having the other half of the game because you couldn't win a game for so long.
Years.
Imagine unlocking like
Oh my gosh.
DLC after one win.
Well, it's a winners only mode. You have to have won to play it, and
Oh.
That's
And-
impressive.
that's why I was like, I don't know if I should tell you scrubs, but
You go back to your Switch, it's gonna be gone. He's like, nope.
It's like
We don't talk about winners only Tetris
yeah,
99.
yeah, get it confiscated. Yeah, exactly. You weren't supposed to tell the regular folk. You dedicated too many hours for this. So yeah, it happened. It was a very good feeling because I got second countless times. Like I was just, and then I would quit. I would rage quit, and I wouldn't pick it up for another month or two. So I finally stuck with it. And then the new mode they unlock is it just starts like super fast. Like they're just dropping. Like you don't like, oh, this is the new mode. Oh, great. So, just want to announce that to the world. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no
I'm happy for
bragging
you.
at all.
Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations for
Yeah,
sure.
I am definitely happy for you that that's a thing that you've achieved and
Yeah.
you're able to put that to rest. So do you go for win number 2 or do you just go out on
Ooh.
top?
I want to beat the next level, the mode I unlocked. But that's like those players have
Now you're playing
stars
with the
next
big
to
boys.
their names.
Yeah, that's a room full of winners.
Well,
What
I
do you-
technically am one of those. So
You're a winner. No S yet.
Oh,
There's not plural wins
you
there.
guys, you lift me up and you bring me right back down.
No, keeping you humble. Keep in mind,
yeah,
you gotta
guys.
train. We need a training montage. I want to see it.
I'm still playing the game, so I do want.
Really?
I came in second today again, and so
Nice.
yeah.
At least you're back.
Well, now,
Your basics. I don't know.
well, now I know a little bit more, and I get panicky now. When I won, it was just like I was just flowing, you know. I didn't think about it. Now I'm like I can see when I'm the last player. I know what's left. I know what's coming, and I just overthink it. So I might have to retire from this game and come back in 5 years as an old veteran, an old grizzled veteran to teach the next generation.
It's like, oh, he's got to win in the last, like, it's so coveted. No one's ever gotten a win in the last 20 years. It's like, what do you like? No one's. I'm surprised that server in that service is still alive. That there are people still jumping on to Tetris 99.
Tetris, it's free. It's a free download.
Yeah, it's free and it's Tetris, and you can actually I think I purchased because you can get the actual Tetris game in Tetris 99.
Yeah,
so you
like
can just play
the
Tetris as well.
local
Yeah.
multiplayer. Yeah,
So I did grab that a long time ago.
I
So-
did this summer after winning. I think around this time.
Now I can give money now that I've won. Got it.
Now that I've mastered the game,
They've earned your patronage. Yeah.
it's like
That's
$10.
awesome. I'm glad that game's still going. I mean, I knew it would. I mean, it's Tetris. I mean, I was actually kind of annoyed like Mario 99 went away because it was like, what?
Yeah,
There's no
I don't
why.
get that. I don't get why they pulled that one.
It was such a weird.
They
thing
have
to
Oh,
do.
that was the
F-Zero.
one I was playing. That was the one I was playing at your house, right?
Yeah, and you
That
were
was
loving it.
addicting.
Yeah.
that's
It was fun, yeah.
that they should have done. That's probably why they got rid of it. People were probably living in marriages over that because that game was strangely addicting. I don't understand. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah.
They
Do you like
found
the? Do you like the F-Zero?
I do.
In that at all?
Yeah, I've done quite a bit. It's not.
Are
It's
you
just-
ashamed? Why'd you say
No. I just don't like it as much. That's why I said
okay.
it. I like it,
Dark
but
of the Night.
I really like Tetris. It just. It's harder, I guess. It's just you're racing and you
It is
get
harder.
bumped and you blow up, and it's like, oh well, I don't get blown up in Tetris. I just lose. You know, like it's not as devastating and annoying,
Yeah, I feel yeah.
but it's
Well,
fun. I'll pick
Now that you
one
got
up
that
once in a while.
strap for your controller, maybe I'll see you in Star Wars Hunters.
Nah, I don't
probably
have I don't have a Switch or a phone anymore. I got rid of both of those
You
exact.
just got
games.
rid of this is after. But yeah, how are you gonna play Elden Ring? These are lies. These lies are hurting worse than the truth.
Back to console, I guess.
Did I just text you? But
You know what,
Anyways.
Alan?
Mom
I
and
will.
Dad are fighting again. I need
I-
Mom and
I'm
Dad are
gonna-
fighting again.
I'm throwing
try
down
Hunters.
right now. No,
I'm gonna try it.
we're
But
gonna
if
try
the
it.
moment you don't show up in the middle of a workday, I'm out.
In the middle of work, I'm gonna make sure that it's right when you're doing something else.
When's your lunch break? Noon to noon 30. Yeah. So literally at 12:45, you down for a game? It's like what?
Yeah. Well, and Alan would be like, "Oh yeah, you know what? I have an extra half hour. Oh yeah, never mind. I can't play. I'm tired."
To sneak a game at the desk. He's like, no. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to be a nuisance.
While you're lifeguarding, no big deal. You don't have to look at anything.
I don't like nothing. No, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
They usually scream anyway. It's fine. Just listen for screams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Help!
best
It's like,
way.
oh, yeah. I'll be there in a second.
When someone's underwater, you can hear their screams easily. Yeah.
No, it's the people watching them drown that are too afraid to go in. You gotta help them. Go. It's like, oh.
Hold on. This is a ranked match. Hold on.
Imagine the video that goes viral
my
of you
goodness.
on your phone while someone's drowning. A lifeguard seen sitting at tower playing game while
Hey,
small
you
child.
You can make
Like,
some
what?
money. You can make some money off that viral. I mean, it might not be honest money, but well, look at that one meme, that girl that came and went.
No, we don't want.
I'm not even going to say it, but I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
don't.
print some T-shirts.
Oh,
Yeah, see,
Took me a second to realize what you were talking about.
that one came
What
and
girl?
went faster than I've seen.
Well,
any.
she also went. I mean, I don't know. She did good. Was really smart, even though she lost her job. But then she made the big mistake of moving to Hollywood and going on a comedy tour. I'm like, sorry, lady, I don't think you have
Oh, yeah, that's
any other content. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's what
Just
I
say it
went.
over and over again. Learn how
Yeah.
to say it in different languages.
Like, what?
there's certain websites that promote that kind of stuff, but
I mean,
I don't
you
recommend
can do
them.
it. Yeah, I mean, anyways.
Moving
Um,
on.
Speaking about online and online games specifically, I've been playing Dawn Trail. I got through the expansion, so I'm on the next expansion of Final Fantasy. It's been a long-running thing with this cast. I think I've done a lot of the expansions. I don't even know when this cast started. I think it was during Shadowbringers, actually. Anyways,
got a
we're on
question.
Dawn Trail now.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do the names of the expansions actually mean anything? Are they connected to something?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Like Shadowbringers, yeah, it was about the light taking over the area instead of the darkness. There's actually an interesting switch on the whole thing with a bunch of mutants and stuff. And then Endwalker was the end of that era. And
I mean,
it was
'cause the
ending
names are-
the stuff.
The names are cool. Like
And then- yeah.
they sound great, but I just wondering, like, they just give them cool names and it doesn't mean anything. But
Well, I'm sure it just starts with a cool name at first, because they gotta have a cool name. Because if you don't have a cool name, you gotta sell it. So, and like Dawn Trail is like the dawn of a new era, because now the Endwalker ended that chapter or that saga. Now we're moving to the next saga. So Dawn Trail.
like
That's what I would
the
guess.
dawn of a new day. I get it. That's
Exactly. Yes.
Very cool.
And it was pretty good. I feel like it was pretty good. I feel like the writing was really done. The voice acting is becoming more prevalent. I play Reaper, and the boosts they gave to my class and the extra abilities are not intrusive and actually enjoyable. I'm always afraid of that, because when you add more abilities, it can become it could hinder you or force you to learn an entirely new rotation. But they did a good job at just making just a little bit better, just a little bit more pizzazz. So it wasn't a whole thing. So yeah. So overall, I'm having a really good time. My only issue is there was more quests at the end to open up some dungeons that I feel like were a bit too wordy. It's like, all right, we've just went through the whole story and we're in end game now. I don't really need a whole other long story to just unlock a dungeon. Like this was unnecessary, but that's just me.
They were probably
But-
feeling themselves. They were cooking. They're like, let's keep it
Yeah.
rolling. It's good momentum.
The writing's good, but yeah, it's just like, all right, now I'm at the end game. I've already done like 40 plus hours of this going through the story. I'm ready to just do some mindless grinding now in the end game. But yeah,
If you don't mind, step out of the way, please.
Just
Brain shut off. I don't want to watch your cutscenes anymore. Thank you.
I'm stepping. Yes.
You said 40 hours though, in that
Roughly,
just
I would
the
say, if not
expansion?
more. Yeah, each expansion is almost an entire game. It's almost like an entire Final Fantasy game. I mean, they have a
All
whole
right.
story they throw in there. I mean, they really push it out. So it's always great writing. I mean, it's Square Enix with Final Fantasy, so makes sense.
That's impressive. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is. I agree.
They do a great job with that. And my raid team's kind of getting back together. I mean, really, it's like me and two other people, and they're kind of rebuilding everything, and they just told me about it. So I'm in, but I'm not running it. So good on them for having that momentum and stuff, because I don't got that no more. I'm broken. You can
He's
take
just not in
charge.
it anymore.
I'll sit in the passenger seat and ride with the group, and I've even like stepped down from tanking, which is like a more predominant role, and now I'm into DPSing, which that means I can just kind of do my job and move forward instead of focusing on like boss positioning and working with the healers on what cooldowns to use where and all this other stuff. I just gotta survive and do DPS now. That's good for me.
I was gonna say that still sounds like a lot, but then you said I don't do that anymore.
I don't do that anymore. Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't have to do the song and dance. I just rotation, and it's up to the healer to keep me alive.
Yeah.
And if they mess up, if I die, it's on them, not on me.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, but
Well,
usually
if you're DPS and you die, you're yelling at your healer. No one's yelling at a DPS for dying. They're yelling at the tank for not taking the damage, and they're yelling at the healer for not doing their job and keeping the DPS alive. You guys got
keep me alive.
anonymity.
I don't want to
It's
do.
great.
I don't want to do mechanics.
Right? Like, just make sure you keep me
Just
alive.
heal
Do
me
your
through
job.
it.
Right. You're on the back line for a reason. Continue to hold it, please. Thank you.
Exactly. Like we're having a hard time finding a healer, and I was debating attempting to heal, and I
Sounds
backed.
stressful.
Yep,
No.
that's basically what my brain was like. That sounds like a lot of work. I think I'm gonna avoid that.
How long has Final Fantasy been out?
Oh my goodness.
You said 10 years,
Um,
right?
At least I think the 10-year anniversary was
Oh,
last
it's
year.
more.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
being a healer in a game that's 10 years old when people have a certain way. No. That is
2010. 2010.
Yeah, so 14
Wow.
years. We're at 14 years. Yeah.
almost 15 years and you want to step in as a healer. That's no way. That's so much pressure. That's like
That
that's like
seems like
becoming
a
a
lot.
third string quarterback, getting jumped to first string starting at the Super Bowl. It's like,
Really?
good luck, buddy.
Really?
It's all
Because of
relies
how
on
long
you.
it's been out?
I think it just has so much more. I think it's because of the community and the idea that a healer is so important to a raid. Like, you don't do raids without a healer. Like, it's like the number one
Yeah,
piece
you have to have
have.
Right.
So
I get that.
it's almost like they're walking around like VIP status. Is like no
Oh,
good
okay.
healer gets left
Good
out of a
healer.
raid.
Yeah,
Right. If
good-
you're a
yeah.
bad DPS, you'll get skipped. You're a bad tank, you get skipped. If you're a moderate to decent, sometimes good healer, they're gonna pick you up because it's vital. Like, you don't
Right.
get skipped.
Right.
So
It's actually
being put in that
it-
position is bleh.
That's valid, but I will say I've noticed in Final Fantasy specifically, tanks are the more rare commodity. It seems like less people want to tank, and I think it's the leadership role of having to control the boss and also guide your group through dungeons and things like that, because you're the one everybody has to follow.
Oh yeah.
And I think that intimidates people a lot.
That is a lot.
Um,
Like, it's a lot of time and like research.
Yeah,
Playing
'cause
it.
yeah.
You
I
just,
feel like
really
if
you just have to run through it. That's all I say. You just got to go headstrong, and if you die, you die, and you'll learn. You'll learn as you go. That's how I.
Yeah, but you still have to do it. That's still time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Didn't you quit being a tank because it was too
Oh,
much?
I did. Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
agree.
Yes.
All right, I just want to
Okay.
make sure that that's
And
you're still
I am
affirmed.
not
You're like,
looking
no, it's too
back.
easy. Just
I'm
run
good."
straight. It's like just straight line it. It's like, wait, I thought you just said it was so bad you had to switch to DPS. Like, I'm not doing this.
That's
Stress.
not why I switched. Well, the main reason why I switched to DPS is you have to like be able to work with your co-tank, and I was tired of meeting people, trying to get used to them and get to know them and be able to work with them for them to just bail. And then
It
have
sounds
to do
like
it
a
again.
real job.
Again.
It sounds like a literal real life job.
It does. Yes.
I'm
It
so
can
tired
be.
of
around for
meeting
for
people.
15 years.
That's
15
true.
years, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know
you're
if
right.
being a healer, DPS, jumping into that, or a healer or tank. That sounds like tank is way worse. To jump into a game that's 15 years old, like
Yeah.
that is.
I never thought about that.
You better
Mhm.
go in with your bootstraps tied all the way up because. Oh my gosh!
It's impressive.
Mm.
Like, kudos to that team for keeping that game going, because it's a
Yeah.
beautifully stunning game. Obviously,
Not
it's
even-
doing something right, but like the cons of it, like you were saying, Chris, like after a while, there's a community in there, and there's expectations, and like it's almost like
That's
a job.
only if you're raiding, though. To be honest, that's only if you're raiding.
Right,
You
right.
don't have to
I get
raid.
that.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but
And a lot of
that
people don't.
aspect of it.
Yeah.
Sure, but there's still that aspect of it is still there.
It's there.
Whereas,
yeah.
whereas newer games coming out, which there are a lot of, you don't have those expectations. So how
Correct.
how
Thank you.
easy is it for like a brand new player to come into this game, Alan? What would you say?
Woo. Okay.
Yeah, see?
So
Well,
not
say
easy.
no more.
Not easy.
Say
The
no
main
more.
reason it's not easy is because the story matters so much and they put so much effort into it. They really want people to go through the story. So you have to start from the beginning and work your way through it, so that's like I just said, about 40 plus hours to get through the story in Dawn Trail. and that's every expansion. And there's what first game, 2, 3, 4. About are we at 6 expansions now? Something like that. So you're playing a lot of games. Yeah, you're basically playing a lot of games. My son's been working on it because he started playing a couple of years ago, but he's still a couple expansions behind. Yeah.
This man said my son's working on it. He started a couple of years ago. It's like, oh my.
And
you lead
still
with that.
hasn't caught up.
To be fair, he gets very distracted. So he wants to get glamour and level up with the classes and things like that. So
I get you. That's interesting. I mean, it sounds very
either way.
Cool. I'm gonna do
It's a great game.
my bi-weekly plug for everyone to watch Mythic Quest on Apple TV. I really wish it wasn't stuck on Apple TV, but it's
there's
literally
other ways to watch it, I'm sure. So maybe I should just push for that.
I feel like I'm overhyping it because it's probably not amazing, but I enjoyed it's the behind the scenes of basically a game like that, like working in the office of a game like that for years. That's been going for years and years, and what they do, and then you mix in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia characters in there. So yeah, just my bi-weekly plug to everybody. Watch Mythic Quest.
Tap in.
Mythic Quest.
I'm still waiting for the next season.
I might have found a way to watch it. So let's see. I'll look into it more.
Oh wow, nice.
But I'm not sure if I'm ready to delve into that show yet. But we'll see. I'm excited. I'm interested. You keep talking about it, so I may have to check it out. But what else are we watching, huh? Except for Mythic Quest that you watched, that's waiting for their season.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we start with? I'll just start right now. I just watched Acolyte today. Watched the last 2 episodes. I got behind. Yeah, I got behind because both that and The Boys. I got behind because I just got really busy with work, and also Final Fantasy, and some more stuff came out with Star Wars Unlimited. So just all my time's just slowly picked away. Don't have hobbies is what I've learned. Just don't have hobbies, and you'll have more time, or work. Don't have hobbies or work. My advice. But
I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
Do my best.
Got one checked off.
Yeah, one's been gone for a while. Technically.
But yeah, I've been watching Acolyte, and I really enjoyed the last couple episodes for specific reasons. But I'm not going to get into it too deeply because I think we might just do like a spoiler cast later. So why don't we? This was
probably next recording. It'll be done.
We should hopefully push it. Yeah, maybe we'll have to push Tomas to also watch it because I think he started watching it as well. I think. Didn't he say that? Maybe I missed it.
He did.
He was talking about something.
No, you're
okay.
Right.
It wasn't just me. All right, good. I gotta remember because there's a lot going on in this head, and things get filed in the wrong places, and I have to find them later.
You got to get that external hard drive. This is something Chris and I talked about years ago. He asked me, "Why do you take so many notes?" And he's like, "Because I can't remember nothing." So
I have to
write it down. I have to. Like, I have to go back and look at it at the end of the day. And he's like, "Oh, it's like your external hard drive." I'm like, "That's it. I never thought of it that way. Just a little notepad or in my phone even. Got to do it. The older I get, I'm like a clunky old Wii U console now."
Well, you clunky old Wii U console who's been watching stuff. This was, I think, your topic. So why don't you tell me what you've been watching, sir?
So first and foremost, we saw Despicable Me 4. Which
4?
I can't believe there's 4.
Well, technically there's 6 because they started doing two minions only, which I think are better. I don't know. They're all fine. Once you get into the minion lore, you don't go back. It was funny. It's basically like all the other ones, and my kids loved it, so it was very fun. And I bought I splurged and got the Minion popcorn buckets for $15 a piece. Yeah, I was like, you know what?
15? 1.5?
Well, my plan is when I get old and need to get put into a retirement home, they hopefully will pick the nice one. And
this is investing into your retirement. I feel that. I do the same thing with my son. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spoil you a little bit because hopefully when I'm an old man and I need a place to stay, you could just put me in your garage and just or I can live in the basement.
Insulated or not insulated garage?
I'll
Like,
take what I can get. I mean, I guess at that point it depends how much the heat is, because at a certain point I'd probably be baked, physically.
baked.
Not in the fun way. More of the sun's beating down, and I am ready to be devoured.
Literally getting cooked.
Oh,
Yes.
cooked. Yeah. Oh man.
That took a lot of
I
wording
was like,
there.
well, I think we're all going to be baked. The rate
Yeah.
this country's going in the future, like it's just going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be a mandatory prescription. Once we
I mean, a lot of the
we're-
country is
Yes.
AC necessity. You need to have it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So once you reach a
Yeah.
certain pain level and age, you just here you go. Okay.
Fall on the pavement.
Did you notice that or hear that they're starting to potentially sell it at like sporting events instead of alcohol?
What,
No.
AC?
Oh, AC. I thought we were talking about something else. My bad. Yeah, air conditioning.
No, Chris, I was on your page. I was talking about
Oh, you were tracking? Okay, someone was tracking me here. Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
wasn't.
the devil's
That
lettuce.
is- Yes.
That,
I
you
feel
know,
like there
Yeah.
should be a way to do it. What are they selling it? What,
Like
I can't be
edible?
selling it with edible would make more sense, because then if you're smoking it, then you're falling back into the same problems with people smoking cigarettes. Like everybody
Correct.
else is getting contact or getting affected by it. So, but like an edible or something, I'm completely down with. That makes sense.
Yeah, I can
understand
see.
that.
Yeah, because it was talking about how just alcohol picks up the activity, whereas cannabis brings
That
the
is
activity
true.
down.
I would-
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. That may not be it could
You-
make the sport as exciting, right? Because that's the whole point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
I-
people might just leave, like, like, yeah, I'm over it.
People sleeping. There's a bunch of
why am
people
I even
sleeping.
watching this? I can go home right now,
I'll
or
tell you
stop
right
and get some
now.
donuts and then go home.
Yeah, I was gonna say their food sales would probably triple if they
Oh,
did
yeah.
that, though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So maybe they're onto something there, as far as greed goes. But I have not heard that. You got to send the link for.
Yeah. They did that at a soccer venue somewhere on the other side of the planet.
Oh, okay.
And they tried that there. And then there was like
wasn't
yeah,
it
was
in was it in Dubai? I'm trying to look it up. I have to look it up now. I remember hearing about it.
But yeah, but they wanted
Because
to
they
make
were
sure
trying
that,
to
Yep.
they were
Go
trying
ahead.
to bring down, because the people from UK were causing so many scenes that they started giving them
Yep.
It's football.
to calm them
Yeah.
down.
It's bloody
Yeah.
football.
Yep. The crowd was too rambunctious, and they started dabbling with the idea of giving cannabis rather than alcohol to basically preserve their stadium, which makes sense
Yes.
because did you
Right.
not see what happened to the Hard Rock stadium where the Copa America was just played with
No.
Cuba? Like,
Uh-uh.
dude, the whole
ransacked?
they trashed the place.
Dude,
Trash
what
the place.
heck?
And it was crazy.
Like, we
You
can't-
remember,
This is why we can't have nice things.
and CSO Gomez? I won't drop his full name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at that game.
No.
We have a group message to some of the guys from work and stuff like that. So he was talking about it. I was like, that is nuts. And I started looking it up on the internet. And I'm like, dude, these people went nuts in that stadium because their team lost. Like, so they're just, and then also the team that wins. So there's a team that's lost, so they're upset, but the team that wins typically goes even harder, right? Especially in
Right.
football. So, it was insane.
You're supposed to
So,
just go
yes.
fight people. You're not supposed to, destroy
No,
property. You
damage.
just go
Yeah,
fight
just
people.
destroy people. I mean, they're not property, are they?
No, no one's making money off of meat bags. So we need the
Well,
stadiums preserved.
to bring us back on topic here, what was the show Chris was watching? Is you watching any shows, Chris?
Yeah. I just finished watching The Bear.
Don't be too excited.
Because I finished watching The Bear, and then you go into that weird state of what do I watch next?
Did you watch
Do
part of
I-
it? Season
Yeah.
3 included?
Well, don't say it like that. It's summer, first of all, sir. Relax.
No,
and
no,
then
no.
it's been like 5 days. It's
What?
like 5 days.
What do you mean?
Okay.
You watched it in 5 days?
Yes,
Just
I watched
kidding.
it in 5
No,
days.
I just
sir.
want to know, like, if you watched the whole thing or not. Like, have you caught up?
Yes, I finished the last episode today, and I went into that, like I said, that state of what do I do next? What do I watch next?
Yeah. Oh,
And that's where I ventured into that hole, that void. Very weird. Guess where I landed? The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I
Did you say
almost,
again, though?
yeah, because I believe you get to season 5 or 6.
I
A
forget
little
which
bit
one.
after when so and so gets his head bashed in, and you know what I mean. Like, obviously, everyone should see it by now, so there's no spoiler. But when Glenn gets his head beat in, and then they kind of do the Andrea standoff kind of thing, it really dies off like a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
literally, like, dude, everyone's dead. Yeah.
So I hear there's 11 seasons.
Oh my gosh. Did they?
I think it got
is
to
it done?
11. I don't know. Because there's so many spin-offs. They just did one where it was just Rick and Michonne and their story kind of thing. Like, I
So,
tried.
Okay, what brought you back, or the thought of going back? What brought you to that?
I guess it's the games that I've been playing lately that kind of brought me back into the idea, because I've been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die because the 1.0 is coming out soon. And then once Human's out, and it's kind of like a zombie like type apocalyptic game. So like my brain is there already. So
Right.
subliminal messages were signaling like, go watch it, go
yeah.
watch it. And you've always, like, you see it. It was such a great show when it came out. And I'm like, I never really finished it.
It really was.
And then I saw that it was 11 seasons. And
Oh,
then
don't
I saw the little preview, and
Uh-huh.
I remember at the beginning of the pre-show, I think it was Alan was talking about it like 420p or 480p. The
Yeah.
production value back then on just a Walking Dead, like go to Walking Dead episode like 1 or 2, and then look at it at like season 7 or 8. It's like the special effect, everything is so different.
Right. I haven't thought about that.
It's, and
Because
I didn't
they've
realize
been
that
rolling for 8 years, right? Like, you just.
it had to be
you
more
get
than
better.
8.
Well,
Right?
I
It
mean,
has to
by
be more than that.
no, whatever season, right? Like,
Right.
you just working in the same job, doing the same thing. You either going to get better or you're not, and if you don't get better, you get let go. So there has to be something that gets better at that point, you would think.
And it was definitely the production value. Like
Yeah.
I'll tell you, because I didn't remember it being that rough. That was what shocked me. Is
Oh.
like, I don't remember it being that rough. And then we talk about, how long ago it started. What was it? Was it before COVID? It was definitely before COVID, right? Like, Walking Dead. Like, when was that? When did it first come out?
Oh,
Is it like 20 years old? Is it 15 years
No,
old?
no,
Like,
no.
I
a
don't.
long time
it's-
ago, yeah.
at least 50. It's around 15.
Because
see,
I just
to
know.
say that out loud is
yeah.
insane.
Because I remember
Yeah.
I really liked Walking Dead season 1 because I actually bought that on Blu-ray, and they have like a black and white cut, and I remember watching that too. Because I think the first season was pretty
Oh, yeah.
short, wasn't it? I think it was only like 6 episodes or
It
something.
was 6. It was 6
Yeah, because
episodes.
it was one of those.
2010. Dude.
Was it 10? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I appeared on
The
Halloween.
world was on fire.
Premiered.
Yeah.
Dude,
It was-
yeah, that's the same year that Final Fantasy 14 came out. What?
I think that might be 1.0
stuck.
Final Fantasy. I'll have to look into it, but because
Okay, look, that's fine.
1.0 came out
okay.
and like went
Oh,
away.
okay.
They
We
had
get
to
it.
rebuild
We get
it.
it. We know. We all know. We get it. Let's not get into. Let's not get into the.
And that's how
the
go
deep-
backwards.
the-
Anyways, yeah. So Walking Dead. Okay, yeah. We
So-
stopped. We stopped after you
Yeah.
mentioned what about Glenn, and that's when we pretty much stopped. I think we watched that
Yeah,
episode.
same.
I think it was at the end of a season, or it was like. I remember we watched the episode right after that, and we just went, I'm done.
Yeah, they have a lot of spin-offs. They are
Yeah.
milking that,
Yes.
that baby.
Yes, man. The fear
So-
of Walking Dead. It's just so much.
Yeah. Do you think that the Walking Dead fans are starting to feel like Star Wars fans at this point? With all the spin-offs? I
don't
wonder,
think-
because
I
I'm not
don't
in
think
it.
anybody could match Star Wars fans in their hatred for Star Wars. So I don't think they've gotten that level yet. So
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
maybe
So,
Marvel
yeah.
though, because
Marvel's
I know
close.
me and Chris were talking earlier, and yeah, Marvel's kind of it's hard
Dude.
because you can't just watch a trilogy of Marvel anymore. There's probably a
No.
bunch you're missing in between. Like
Yep.
imagine watching
Yeah, but
No
what
Way
was the la-
Home like this new the Tom Holland Spider-Man films, just those, and not watching anything else around them, you would have there would be so much missing.
You just would you want to get all the side jokes, and then you'd be like, Iron Man's in this. This is what? Yeah, you're right.
Wait, when did Tony Stark die? What happened?
Oh gosh.
This is oh my god.
He dies off screen. This is stupid. What a stupid way to do it. Yeah. You're right.
It's the craziest. You're right. It is definitely the craziest freaking thing, because it's like Alan was saying, like pre-show again, it was like you have to watch, like he's like, before you watch Wolverine and Deadpool, you have to watch, like he was told to watch Loki season 2 because somehow that's connected. It's like, why do I have to? Yeah, see, like why do I TV show feeds into my movie and there's missing components? Like it's not. And they do it just enough to where it's like important to your, like,
I'm gonna watch it.
Want to go look?
I'm gonna watch it while playing Elden Ring on my phone. How about that? Cash me outside. So
trying to entertain.
I know you almost walked right into that troll. So are you gonna watch Walking Dead or not? What did you decide?
Oh yeah, but
no, are you gonna watch it or not? Jeez.
No.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. I kept getting cut off. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, you just gotta haze the new guy. I get it. I'll take this. Fine.
Yeah. Did you get the gift basket we sent you?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, that's weird. Must have got lost in the mail. That's weird.
Yeah. You must have gave it to Tomas.
A lot of money on that too.
I'll stop. No, okay. No, I actually ended up watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the one produced by Donald Glover. I guess I had started at one point in time.
Yeah, the show.
Yeah. I forgot that happened.
The show. Yeah, me too. There's of course, I like his music, and I liked him in Community and stuff like that. And I did hear it was good, so that's why I picked it up, because he did Atlanta. So he's produced like decent TV, right?
Yeah.
So, and that was after I learned he had was a producer for Community, and I started watching. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, Community's great. Yeah,
and that was he had a big hand in like how it played out. So anything that he makes, I'm like, I'll give it a shot, because he's a proven writer when it comes to like TV. And for whatever reason, I watched the first half of the first episode and I never watched it again, because when I went back to Hulu, it had like the progression bar, and I'm like, wait a minute, like what?
You don't share your password with anybody?
No, gosh, no. You pay for your own.
Well, we share it with
like an adult, right?
My wife.
Yes, exactly.
My mother and father-in-law give us Disney Plus, and we let them use our Hulu. So every once in a while, we go on there, and they're like, "Who the heck is watching, House Makeover?" And I was like, "I guess I got to watch it, because it was probably me."
Without going too far, I mean, Donald Glover. I love Donald Glover. I really want his Lando movie, and I was just thinking about it the other day. And you brought up Donald Glover. He was supposed to work on Lando with his brother, and you just mentioned all the great shows he's made. Because I know he made Atlanta. I know he was on Community. I've loved most of his career I've seen. So I was really excited for him to make a damn Lando movie that, from what I've understood, is still in limbo. And now I'm afraid to look it up, because it's probably got canceled by this point.
It probably did.
But because when he said, because I actually like the Solo movie. I know a lot of people have issues with it, but I actually like Solo. I think it's a fun movie. And I feel like Donald Glover did great as Lando.
As long as you just pretend it's not Han Solo, I liked it. I agree to disagree on that one. But anyways, I don't want to get into a debate about it. So I just agree to disagree. Okay. I just want to see. I want to see Lando, and I wanted to see where he would take it, because I think he was really interested in the character. But anyways, give us Lando, Disney. Yeah,
do it now.
I'd be down. I'd be down for that. Chris, what if you just watched, like, you went through like the top zombie movies that have come out?
Ooh,
have you done that already, or
no?
Dawn of the Dead. Have you watched Dawn of the Dead?
I've seen Dawn of the Dead. I've seen Shaun of the Dead as well. Yeah,
Shaun of the Dead's really good. Yeah,
that one's good. So you've seen the best of it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, what else is there at this point?
That's the Mount Rushmore with 2 heads. Yeah, that's it.
World War Z is pretty good.
Rosé is really good. 28 Days Later is fantastic as well. If you haven't watched,
Seen that one too.
28 Weeks as well, and they're making
By
another
the
one
way,
too.
if you
28
have
years, right?
if you have
I
that
think it is
movie,
something like that. I think you're
if you
right.
have if you have that movie on Blu-ray, you're sitting on a bit of a gold mine.
What movie on Blu-ray?
28 Days
Are
Later.
you serious?
Yeah, it's
More
one
or
of those
less
ones.
than Dogma. That's
About the
another one
same.
that's like big, but the same because that's also a big
Dude,
one.
it's just there's random movies that got super low print. All right, Zombieland.
Seen
How
them
about that?
both.
Yeah, the second one was a little disappointing.
Yeah,
First one was
it was kind of
fantastic.
like meh. First one was fantastic. I agree.
The
100%.
my wife and I made the mistake of seeing Zombieland 2 with the theater that brings you dinner. You can order dinner and they bring it to you. And I mean, the first scene, it's just brains, brains on the screen. And my wife's like, oh, I lost my appetite. And I was like, me too. And then I ended up
Also,
eating
you were
both
hungry
our
again?
dinners.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes, score.
Yeah, Mike came back. Old Homer Simpson.
yeah. I feel that.
You already
I
said,
don't usually have issues. Yeah, I get that.
yeah, it was just like, of all the movies, we probably shouldn't have. You already said Dawn
Like,
of the
we
Dead,
made the
right?
wrong decision here.
You did?
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead was great.
How about the Resident Evil movies?
Yes, I even watched the
Ooh.
TV show that came out on Netflix. That little
Ooh.
short,
Oh,
like 6 episode where they're in like the umbrella, freaking suburbia. Yeah. I even watched that.
that was rough. I tried.
Yeah.
That once they hit the musical number, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I don't know if you remember that part.
I
erased it from my
didn't
memory.
watch that show.
There's
yeah,
a song. There's a song and dance in there, and it's like, okay, I'm good.
I've always wondered that because like people give the original Resident Evil movies shit because they're kind of B movies, but they're fun. I think most of them are fun in their own ways. But yeah, then that show came out, and that's the kind of stuff I heard about.
Well, there's no song
Wasn't there a
and
movie
dance.
too, or is it just a show? Is there a movie as well? A newer
Well,
Resident Evil
what?
movie that came out?
There's animated
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, they do like that 3D animation.
The animated ones are
kinda
good
thing.
because they're basically just like the games, except for like
Right.
their own unique thing.
Yeah, those are
But-
cool. I just rewatched all 4 of those
Are
recently.
you what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. Why am I surprised?
The first one is rough. The CGI in it is like, whoa, is this like a college project kind of CGI? And then they get better from there. But, well, what do you mean? What? You you about to watch The Walking Dead?
I didn't
11
do it, man.
seasons?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You did.
I
I have self-control.
you know what?
That's what he's.
I have some pride and dignity.
I'm not going to
I couldn't
defend
bring-
myself. Yeah.
I couldn't bring myself to punch into season 1, episode 1 of The Walking Dead. No, my God.
Maybe just watch the first season, the 6 episodes. Those are pretty good.
The first season's really good in an isolated chunk. I will say that. I still have it. I've watched it before, just on its own, and it's good on its own.
Because
And the
it's
next
without
arc that's good is
everything
The
else.
Farm. The Farm's a great arc
Yeah.
too.
Farm
Yeah,
is a good arc as well.
that
for
one
sure.
is good.
I think
There's
The
a lot
Farm
of-
was the
lot
one
of
that really
tension.
propelled. Yeah, I think The Farm is the one that really propelled the show, though. Like the first one
Oh,
was good,
yeah.
the second one was right. What Farm was season 3, 4, maybe?
Oh, it was 2.
Was it 2?
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 was The Farm, really?
They get there real quick.
Oh, then
Yeah,
yeah, then
I
that's,
think
then
that's
that's what pushed
accurate.
it through the roof. That's what that pushed.
'Cause that's
Yeah.
when
pushed it
Shane
through.
comes. That's
You're
when
right.
Shane comes back.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
'Cause-
oh no,
Yes.
Shane. Is it Shane in the first season? I'm starting to think he's in the
Yes.
first season.
Somewhat.
Yes,
Somewhat. Yeah.
because he gets
He
out of the
has a
hospital and then
bigger
he
role.
finds the crew. Yeah, he's with his wife, with Rick's wife and son. He like took them. He saved them and took them out of the city. Right? It's been a bit. It's been a while since I watched
I
it.
guess you're going to have to watch it now.
I think that's how they run into him.
Yeah,
And it
something like
creates all
that.
this. Yeah, then it gives you the whole Goku Vegeta vibes of like, are they
Yeah.
frenemies? Like, what's happening here? Like, are we doing this?
All right. I
Like
forgot one. Goku
Yeah?
Vegeta. Last of Us, before I forget. Last of Us, the show. Have you
The show
seen
was
that?
fantastic.
Okay.
I never
So
played the
you've,
game, but the show was great.
you've seen all the zombie
See the ones that
movies.
matter.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
the
like
top
that-
ones.
Yeah, Last of Us is really good. So I don't know. That one, I don't know. There's a lot.
Well
It's not as good as the game.
Yeah.
The
Is
game
it not as good? Because I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going to play the game, but is it not as good? What makes it not as good?
Because
Didn't come first.
You're in the atmosphere. Like when you're playing it,
Okay.
you're soaked in it, right? Like the show's like
Gotcha.
you're in it. You can turn it off, but when you're in and you're controlling the character, you're like, oh crap, I gotta hide from this clicker. Oh crap, there's 3 of them. Oh boy, I have 3 bullets. Okay, here, you're thinking you are the character. So it's just that alone makes it better, in my opinion. So,
Gotcha.
but I mean,
I
that's a
can hear
full
that.
game.
The game's immersive. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do hear that game is super immersive in that respect, and that's why it got so many
Well,
awards, because
it was
literally
fully
puts you in the
immersive.
driver's seat. Yeah.
Because I couldn't even get through it because I was having issues with the neck snapping while I was taking out people silently. Because I'm a scaredy cat when I play horror games, and I'm always hiding and sneaking around because
Oh.
I don't want to get seen by the monsters. So I'm
It's
the one
tough,
sneaking
dude.
around breaking people's necks. But they make you like really push hard on the button and everything, like hold it down while you hear the
Yeah,
bones
see?
cracking. I'm like, I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this. This is too much. This is too much
It
for
is.
me.
It's rough, and then you have to, you got to fight real people too. It's a rough game.
Yeah.
That game was like maybe not the first one, but I remember it making me like emotional at the end of it. I was like, ooh, I don't know about. I mean, if you've seen the show, you know what happens at the end. I was like, I don't know about that choice. That's a tough choice to make at the end. I was
Yeah.
like, this. I didn't think a game could make me think like that. So. Yeah, and it came
You
first.
never played the first You never played the first Red Dead, then?
I did.
Red Dead was
I
good.
think I
Yeah.
played it
That first
after.
one was so
I
good.
played it. I played it after.
No, that game was a gem.
I played it
You
after
pulled
Last
that-
of Us. No, I agree with you. I played it after. That game is so good. I haven't played number 2. Have you played number 2?
No, traveling by horseback, I wanted to scream.
I loved 2 as well. I also beat 2, and I thought they were both fantastic.
I've seen 2 played out in its entirety, so I know what happens. I know the
Right.
story, but the idea of me on a horseback and having to do that, like that cinematic GTA view for like 10 minutes to get somewhere, I wanted to scream. So I was like, I'm good. I'm
Fair
I'm
enough.
okay
I
with
love.
that.
I love the honesty. Oh,
So,
that's good.
No,
All right. Well, it's you have the zombie stuff down. You'll figure it out.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's where we got to.
Yeah, that's where
First
we're
two
at.
episodes are
Alright.
great. It's good. Like again, like it's usually well written by Mr. Glover. He does a good job. So if
Yeah.
you're interested in
He
a
is,
nice little,
he is a man
he's
of many talents. That is a
yes, extremely
I'm
talented.
jealous of how
Yeah.
much he can see. He can do. He can sing. He can dance. He can write stings.
Hey, don't
Good for
put
him.
yourself down. You got a lot of stuff going for you.
Yeah,
Well,
Not any of those things, but you got a
not even
lot
that
going.
stuff,
yeah. And those are not all that matters. He's also handsome and rich, and
He's
you
handsome,
know,
rich. Yeah, that's a big one right there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few other things in there too, I'm sure, but yeah, we
Yeah.
digress.
I mean, to
You
be
find
tied
it.
in with Lando
Save yourself.
Calrissian.
Yeah,
Yes.
save yourself some time. Do not compare yourself to Donald Glover. That's you just don't do that. It's gonna end badly.
I mean, you started it.
I did. I'm telling myself and telling other people. Giving a warning out. Don't do it.
I got one shout out here for the show I watched recently because I binged
yeah?
it. It's summertime. I binged it. I watched Twin Peaks from the year 1990. 2 seasons.
Okay, just 2 seasons.
Well, there is a third
It's
season,
longer,
but
right?
it was 25 years later that they did.
Oh,
Whoa,
But here's the thing,
no,
and this is a big spoiler if you've never seen it. Is it okay if I do spoiler?
go ahead.
Like it's a
I
big
feel
spoiler.
like this show's very old. Go for it.
It's old, but I mean, if anyone hasn't seen it, it's a spoiler. So they've been warned.
Yeah.
At the end of season 2, which was like 1991 or whatever, it's such a weird show. This person he meets, the main character says, "I will see you in 25 years," and and the creators stuck to that and made the third season 25 years later. And I'm starting the third season. I love the show. There's a movie that ties into it. I watched the movie. Super dark. It's right up my alley. It's very weird. It's very surreal. It's David Lynch who made it, if you are familiar with that guy. Very artsy, very out there. But yeah, it's right up my alley. I mean, there's like so many things that were influenced by this show, like Silent Hill, Deadly Premonition. So many things have influence from it in the nerd BS world. So I would recommend everyone watch it, but it is like 30 episodes of just weird out there stuff. So I doubt you guys will. I know Chris ain't. I'm just gonna say that right now. He's not.
Oh, thanks.
It's been one of those shows.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, come on.
Go to watching Walking Dead again.
Yeah, man.
It's been a show I've been interested in because I got really into X-Files as well, and that's like right on the cusp.
Yeah, it's around
show.
that. It's like that.
So I've thought about it, but I don't know if I can do an older. I can't. I'm not into wanting to watch any shows right now, but still, it's a show that's just been kind of on the backlog of my list.
Do you really not like old shows like that? You
it's not that I don't like watch shows. It's just a lot of shows. Like there's just so many, much to watch that
I gotcha.
I'd have to. Yeah. Now, if I get, I'm not saying it's impossible because I do kind of go back and forth between like heavy games and heavy shows, and if that happens, I could see it popping up on the radar again. But we'll see.
I mean, I have the DVDs.
See.
So, Chris,
and you got the DVDs.
Well, that's thing. From what I've said, would you watch it though? Like in all honesty, what is it? Did I sell it to you?
No.
Chris? Yeah. See, I knew it.
But that's not because of the show. It's because you didn't really sell it to me.
Oh, okay.
Right. That's it. You asked the question. He's like, "Did you sell it?" It's like you didn't do a very good job of selling it and saying why it should be watched. You said it's a pretty cult classic. It has a foothold in some staple games and that genre of living. So that got me interested. But like the show itself, you didn't really speak on like what the show was. So I was like, oh, okay. But knowing that it has tentacles that stretch out into many different realms of pop culture and things like that, then and influential, like you kind of have to at least take a look, right?
Yeah. Fair enough. It's a murder. It's a murder mystery with also like a psychological and otherworldly dimension aspect to it. So I loved it. I love that stuff. I don't know if you're into that or not. So I'm not trying to bash you and say you're uncultured swine, but
you said it's like X-Files in a way.
It's in that realm.
Okay.
It's a little bit more weird, a little bit more Americana, like silliness, but also like some very just like other dimensional beings, like demonic kind of stuff. And it's overall it's a murder mystery. That spans both seasons. So, and then it's so. That's what I watched, and I love it. And I'm watching the third season, which is 25 years later. And you guys know how I feel about reboots. You typically hate them, so we'll see. We shall.
I don't know. They
see.
put something 25 years later. That's insane to do anything in the same project in the same line. 25 years after. That's just mind blowing.
Yeah, I mean they set it up that way in the show. The last episode, the character says that I'll see you in 25 years, and so we'll see. I'll let you know in the next cast because I got 18 more episodes to watch.
All right, sounds good. Well, I feel like that's probably going to wrap us up. This is a very BS-y episode of BS, Nerd BS.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is interesting and cool. So next episode, I think we're talking about doing a spoiler. I would actually like, because I know Chris is also watching and I am, and Tomas, so maybe we'll talk about it. That I would like to do maybe a boys spoiler cast as well. But we'll discuss all this and see what we have for you. So thank you for joining us.
Deadpool, Wolverine,
and Deadpool. That is one thing we also need to check out for sure. As I
That'll
know
be
we're all
our next
interested in it.
It should be, yeah. You're right.
It'll be out by then.
if I can see it. I mean, there's just so many people going to see it. How am I going to watch it?
Oh my gosh. You drive to your local theater.
Oh
is
my
probably
god, that's
gonna
like
be
40
sold
minutes
out.
away from me, Kyle. You're not understanding. It's very much. It's a big deal.
And if we could if we
Can
could
one
put
of you just
together,
film it for me on your phones and then just like text it to me? And,
how's
like,
that
in
not more of
chunks?
a thing? Is that not a thing these days? I never thought about
Bootleg?
that.
Bootleg,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of boxes out there where you can pirate TV. You can go to
Yeah,
your
but-
local swap meet, buy a TV box.
But do
You'll get-
people
ahead.
just upload recordings of
Yes.
full movies on their phone
Oh, yeah.
from their phone? Oh, okay.
It's just easier now, so I'm sure I can find it if I really want to. I'm playing. I am gonna try to see it, so we'll see what happens.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
we'll sync up.
We'll see if we can do well, maybe we'll sync up. That'll be fun. We'll see,
Yeah, we'll
and
do a
you'll find
podcast
out.
viewing.
Yeah, and you'll find out
That'd
next
be good.
time on Nerd BS.
Good night.